Really?
Hello. We are live on Thirsty Thursday.
I'm gonna shift it right back.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you guys. This is awesome. Wow. Oh, there you go. Wow. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for coming in live. For those who are going to come in live, we'll chat with you. For those who are watching the replay, really good. And thank you so much for watching our live replay. Really super appreciate it. It has been a crazy week.
Yeah.
Crazy. Lots going on.
It's only Thursday.
Thank God it's Thursday because it's Thirsty Thursday. And I just got back to tell you how busy this week has been. I literally just got back an hour ago from painting the top coat on our Airstream Argosy. I haven't even been able to take a shower yet. Look at my hands. Look at that. They are full of white top coat paint. So yeah, it's that kind of week. So
Whew.
Yeah. So anyway, we got a lot going on. Geek Family Adventures. Hey, happy Friday Eve. Hey, good to see you, man.
Guys.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming in. We might as well kind of get started with our Thirsty Thursday brew. Thursday. We are drinking Shock Top. Shock Top.
We are really going out there.
Absolutely. So that is our Thursday beer for tonight on episode 2 of Thirsty Thursday.
This is exciting.
I know it is. It very is. So, are you ready to go live and do this show?
I think so.
All right, ready? Let's do this and let's go live. Woohoo! All right. I like that intro. I love that intro, man. I love that intro. So anyway, good to see everybody. For people that are coming in. So Geek Family Adventures, where are you guys watching us from? I'd love to know where you guys are at. For people that are coming in, let us know where you're at. We want to meet you. We want to get to know you guys. My name is Scott.
And I'm Ariane.
And we are This Nomadic Idea. Our idea is to travel across the country full-time in a 1976 vintage Airstream Argosy, and we are both backpackers. So our goal is to go backpacking in all 50 states and do at least 2 or 3 overnights in every single state on the trail and hit the trail with our 2 dogs.
More than just one overnight.
Yeah, I think the overnight probably consists of, I think the criteria you'd have to do 2 nights, right? 2 or 3 nights?
5 nights.
5 nights? I think like
2-3 nights.
2 or 3 nights in every single state. So, I think that meets the criteria, right?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
But you have to hit north, south, east, west.
Right. All 50 states.
I think that is a fair criteria.
I think so, too.
And then, of course, the center. Ohio, Dublin, Ohio.
Oh, very cool.
I've been to Ohio. I don't think I've ever passed through Dublin, so maybe once we're on the road.
We'll stop in and we'll pull into the Geek Family Adventures driveway and hang out. Very cool. So let's talk about this week. This week has been nuts. So, like I said, I just got back from painting the Argosy, and we have it's exponentially have to get the Argosy off the farm now.
Yeah, we kind of got we got the boot.
We got the boot.
Officially for years. And we got a strict timeline in the boot. So we are on a very strict 5-week plan. I think now at this point it's like about a 4-week plan to get everything locked down and roadworthy, which quite honestly, I think it's a blessing in disguise, because we have a tendency to get sidetracked and play a lot, and so it's kind of good for us.
It's a video that we could do called when mooch stalking goes wrong. When mooch stalking goes bad. So the thing is, here's the gig. So we've been on the farm for a while. When we call it the farm, it's a big 12-acre yard with some animals, chickens, goats, and is that it? Chickens and goats?
Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs.
You know, typical farm.
And that concludes the farm, quote unquote. Everything else is kind of like, it's just kind of there. It's been in the family for about 80 years, and things are happening very fast. One of the parties in the farm life is not going to be there anymore, and we've been told to get off. So we've got to pull the Airstream off the farm by the end of November. So I have a lot of work to do between now
before
and the end
Thanksgiving.
Of before Thanksgiving, right?
So kind of we have a lot to get done. So I feel like every day is like 2 or 3 days compacted into one.
Yeah.
So I'm fitting in, you know, a 9 to 10 hour work day, and then coordinating with you and getting everything ordered and purchased and done and on the fast track. So very exciting. I'm sure we're going to need some sleep once it's all said and done.
It's crazy.
But we are in Georgia. We are in just north of Atlanta.
So the Airstream is in northern Georgia, up like around the Alpharetta area. And then tonight we're in Atlanta. So we're leaving in November, actually December, where we're pretty close to going full time. So it's very close. So we've been kind of scampering around trying to get rid of our last minute things, purge.
We've been doing some
figured things out,
minimalism videos. There's a few more on their way, because we really are in those last stages of locking down everything that we've been kind of hanging on to because we're not yet full time. And all that is we're about to say goodbye to all the last little bits of things. And it's actually a very exciting place to be. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. So
yeah, I think it's kind of like a nervous panic a little bit,
that's
because
a good way of putting it.
you're so excited to go. And at the same time, and here's the funny thing about both of us, that Ariane and I are very nomadic. We've been nomadic for a long time. We've slept in a 98 Ford Expedition for a long time. We're really used to being on the road and being nomadic. That's not really kind of the issue with us. I think the issue is then being responsible for 28-foot Airstream that we have put our blood, sweat, and a lot of tears in.
Tears.
And I think if we had our druthers, it would be like, well, let's just put the Airstream in a museum and call it a day. But I think that's kind of where the panic kind of sets in a little bit for us. It was that we're very excited to go on the road and hit the road, but it's been a very long process. And
so I want to say hey to Travels with Delaney. How are you?
You guys are awesome. Good to see you guys.
Adrian, I can't see way over there. So
fastest growing city in Ohio.
Yes, Adrian. Hey,
it's
how
Dublin
are you?
Every day.
It's funny you say we're going somewhere warm. Well, we are somewhere warm in November. Yeah, relatively speaking, it's pretty warm down here. Can't complain. But I'm actually looking forward to this weekend because I will not be warm. I am headed backpacking, ditching
we are
him.
Splitting up.
We are splitting up.
Over. So yeah, Ariane is Yeah, you're going backpacking this weekend.
We are not splitting up permanently, just for the weekend.
Just for the weekend.
You better watch what you say. Oh man, it's too funny. Yes, we're splitting up for the weekend, and I have ditched him. I am very excited. I'm heading out for a girls' weekend to go backpacking and just get some of that fresh mountain air. And it is supposed to be in the low 40s and probably about 90% chance of rain. I think they're calling for about 3 inches of rain. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah, you know you're dating a really cool girlfriend when she says, hey, I'm going to have girls' night out this weekend, but we're going to go out in the wilderness. We're going to cross 18 river crossings in the Cajadas.
I'm shooting for 21 if I can.
21 river crossings. And she's like, yeah, we're going to have a girls' night out. I'm like, oh, that's very cool, man. That's awesome. I've got Argosy duty. I've got Airstream Argosy duty. So
anyway, yeah, we've got several people chiming in here. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves and, by
the way, Travels with Delaney, just so you know, I love that video about the soap. I went right to that website. Thank you so much for posting that video, because I think that was just, I think that really embodies really kind of like who we are as a couple, as far as multi-using pieces of gear and things that you can just use for different purposes. So I love that video. Thank you so much for posting that. I mean, I was like, I felt like the clouds had parted and someone else out there got it. It was like, ah, and I just thought that was awesome.
There for a second, I thought you were comparing our relationship to soap.
No.
This soap embodies who we are in a relationship as individuals.
When I was a kid, I knew soap very well. My mom would wash my mouth out with soap quite a bit. So I know that's, but I don't think that's the soap that they're talking about. I think it's a better soap. So anyway, yeah. So glad you are somewhere warm. Geek Family Adventures, glad you're somewhere warm. Yeah. Absolutely. Very cool.
Yeah. Oh man.
So what else is going on this weekend? So we've got packing we're doing. We're moving around. Ariane's taking a guest. Our guest is flying or was she flying or driving from Iowa?
She's driving. She's driving down from Des Moines and then flying out to Boston, and then flying back from Boston and then driving back home.
So when we say
a typical day,
when we say our guest, so for people are probably thinking, what the heck are they talking about? So we're part-time outdoor guides. So we take people out on adventure trips. And so we just came back from the UP, and one of the people that went on our backpacking trip to Isle Royale, when we had posted a trip that included 42 river crossings, which is now down to 18 river crossings.
Plus a
few.
I'm determined to hit 21.
Because of the weather, she's like, well, I'm coming anyway. And so she's coming down. And so Ariana's going to take her, and where she's going to do some river crossing. So that's kind of what we do as far as how we generate a little bit of income for ourselves when we're on the road. And those seeds were planted, oh man, I mean, probably 4 years ago now, I guess.
Yeah.
Trying to build that business going. And we're trying to, do that all over the country. That's the plan anyway, or that's our nomadic idea anyway.
Yeah.
And so we'll kind of see how that pans out. We'll see how that goes. So that's going on this weekend. You'll be playing in the rain.
I will be, and I'm going to wash up with the soap. afterwards.
That's a great segue.
I'm sure I am going to be pretty muddy afterwards. Well, so Travels with Delaney, thank you so much. She said she mentioned us mentioning the soap in a video that went live tonight, which is funny. But then she also said Audrey is actually an entrepreneur who's growing her small business, the 4-in-1 soap. So definitely, what's the name of the soap? What's the brand of the soap?
It is, and I think I said that wrong in my video, it's not Rosebud, it's Travels with Delaney. What is that name? I think I want to say it's Rosebud. Rosebud?
You did the video.
I know,
but and you compared the relationship.
I keep on thinking it's Rosebud, but I'm not really sure that's accurate. I think it's Rosebud. I went to the website, got some soap, and it's Redbud Suds. That's right. Thank you. So Redbud Suds.
So definitely go check out that soap. 4-in-1, a relationship go-getter and a cleaner upper.
Well, I like it because it's got you can shave with it. That's why I got it. That was the biggest. That was for me the soap, the conditioner, the shampoo, but then the added feature was the shaving cream because back in the day, guys used to shave with soap all the time. That's not like a new thing. Specifically in World War II, our GIs would shave with soap all the time. And, I know a little bit about shaving because I got to shave this bald head all the time. So when I saw that, I just thought that was just a really great way of having a 4-for-1 piece of item without having bottles, because every time you put something else in your RV, that's just one more thing that can tip over and spill.
True.
That's the way I look at it. Anyway.
So why not have one?
Right. Might as well just have the bar of soap flying across the RV.
How long can we talk about soap?
Redbud Suds. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. That's awesome. So, So I did a video today about a little bit about painting the aluminum on the Airstream Argosy, what that detailed. I watched the mistakes we made. Absolutely. But I did it. I don't want to give the video away, but we have painted this Airstream Argosy, and I'm going to tell you, there's about 1 million different ways to paint aluminum. And that's basically what the Argosy is. It's like if you would strip a paint off a Miller Lite beer can or Bud Light beer can, aluminum can, and then repaint it, how would you repaint it? That's basically what the Argosy is. It's an aluminum piece of metal other than the two end caps that are galvanized metal. So I did a video on how to kind of prime it, but man, oh my God, what a learning curve.
Yeah. Well, I would say anybody who has been experiencing renovating a trailer and kind of going through the trial and tribulations of trying to figure it out, everything is a learning curve. Everything is a learning curve, and particularly with the Airstreams, you have a curve that you have to learn, and no two curves are the same. And so that was kind of stage one of understanding the difference between exploring renovating a home, which has a foundation, versus a trailer that moves, and then you have all of these odd curves and so on and so forth. And it's been, every step of the way has been an enormous learning curve that we've been having to figure out as we go. And in most cases, we make the mistake to figure out the right way to do it, which I think is pretty normal for almost anybody who's out there trying something new. We did not anticipate, I don't think anybody really can anticipate the knowing what you're getting into when you absolutely have no knowledge of that. Absolutely no knowledge of it. So with everything new, you just you make a lot of mistakes, and we made a few mistakes in the outside painting.
I mean,
That's
you know,
okay.
it's all prep work.
Yeah.
I think everything with the Argosy is, um, it's everything about renovating that Airstream Argosy is about being 2 weeks ahead of what you're going to renovate that day or what you're going to fix that day. So if you can be a week to 2 weeks ahead of the curve, you're probably better off. I think one of our biggest mistakes in the renovation process was thinking, oh man, this is only going to take me a day, to do. I mean, that project is going to, how hard with it? Well, you've got to add probably at least 4 days to that project. And then, you're working full time and you're not always there. Mm-hmm. Or the thing about aluminum, working in an aluminum type can, is that the heat is a factor. So when you're in Georgia and it's 97 degrees outside and the Airstream's like 110 inside, the inspiration to work all day in the Argosy just isn't there. And so that you kind of have to take that into consideration. I probably would have, I will never ever renovate a Airstream Argosy again in Georgia. You just don't have that much time. You think you have a lot of time in it, but
almost any, I would say you could say that for almost any area or any region in the United States, really, because you're fighting some form of element, whether it's heat or cold.
It's the humidity in Georgia that kills us. Yeah. That's really what it is. It's just complete and utter humidity that really is the key factor.
Well,
so
particularly for painting.
Well, the painting thing is, I mean, that's kind of like I'm glad it's done. The top coat on the top half of the Argosy is done. So, but I think for the most part, everything else is just, it's a labor of love. You know what they mean when someone says it's a labor of love?
They means they will never do it again, and they absolutely hate it.
That means
they're trying to find the positive in it.
That means
that's what it means.
Yeah, that also means that you spend so much money at this point, you're in denial about how much money
you're forced to move.
Yeah,
forward.
You're forced to say it's a labor of love. Yeah,
it's like love-hate relationship. There's more hate involved, otherwise it would not be a love-hate relationship.
After you've determined it's cost you a fortune to do and you're broke, it then becomes a labor of love.
There's always a positive spin on it.
It absolutely is.
Oh, too funny.
So anyway, well, we appreciate everybody coming in for Thursday, man. Awesome.
I know. Cheers, right?
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers to you guys for coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see you guys. Thank you, Travels with Delaney and Geeks Family Adventures. Really appreciate you guys coming in and spending your Thursday with us. We really do appreciate it. And thank you for putting together the small YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. We're trying our hardest to try to put good content out there, and hopefully that'll pay off in the future. And so we really appreciate you guys watching.
Well, getting to know you guys is always fun for us,
and for you to get to know us too,
in all of our delirium tonight.
In all of absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh goodness. Well, thank you guys so much for joining in. We're gonna wrap it up for a pretty brief Thirsty Thursday.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get to the thirsty part of this Thursday.
I'm looking forward to the thirsty part of the Thursday, quite frankly, after today. Absolutely.
So thank you guys, and we will catch you next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, come on back, and we'd love to have you guys there. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great week.